Kicks wheel, what up?
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Tyler Say, Swab, what up? Bro, I forgot how hard this thing is.
Johnson again the ball carrier. He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 makes it 3rd and 14.
Juan Carlos, what up? Stephon, what up?
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Bro, I cannot run the ball on it.
The tackle by Jalen Johnson. Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
I cannot run the ball on a computer in this mode. VJ Dante, what up?
It's a gain of 57 yards. And the Titans first down. First down and goal to go.
Any player, I'm trying to get that. You got to beat the computer to get the Tavondre Sweat. That's what I'm trying to get right now. Bro, these boys is not trying to let me run the ball, though. You can get in anyways. Been a minute. I've been, man, family life. How about yourself, bro? Been the same old, same old. Switched up a few things. If you don't catch me live, check on YouTube. We always got the podcast go up in the mornings. Every morning. ATL, what up, She? What up? Like, yeah, I want to do vertical on Facebook and YouTube. And then keep it regular on Kick and Twitch. You know, people don't watch the same way that they used to, but I mean, like, far as like, not watch, don't watch the way they used to. It's like the way I do my content is different. So if you put any stream on Facebook, it turns into a reel when your stream is over. So it's like, I might as well have vertical content on Facebook, because if it's going to turn into a reel anyways, I'd rather already be in real form, if that makes sense. Becker. You know what I'm saying? But that's basically what I mean. I ain't mean like don't watch. I mean like it turned every stream into a reel. So it's like, it just make more sense to just go ahead and put the stream in real format. I think I got to win like 10 games like this to get Tavondre Sweat. So you can't buy him. So definitely want that T-Sweat running back. I'm going to put him in fullback anyway.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready to be raging at the organization after Monday. From what they gonna do is Gannon still gonna keep his job, or y'all moving on? Yo, Marcus, what up? What's popping? Boy, I hate these changes where they got you like the size of a little kid. Man, what all y'all got? I'm ready for this Stranger Things, but Y'all got any resolutions, anything special for the new year? 15 and 30-second record, get it. Man, they wild. That's like what you call loyal to a fault. That's what you call loyal to a fault. That's loyal to a fault, Becker. Get out of there, CJ. Baby CJ. Talk to me, though. Hey, if anybody haven't got a chance to check out, I feel like the YouTube pod I uploaded, the last upload from last night, is probably one of the best pods collectively as a community we done. I'm going to drop that link in the chat if y'all really messing with me. V Walker, what it do, play? If y'all really rocking with your boy, I need y'all to go comment on that YouTube video, tap in, check it out. Because one thing I am going to say is I be ahead of the curve, bro, like to a fault. I don't want to start being like, yo, my dog Guru, KT2 the GOAT. I don't want to start being no type of way, but man, I made a YouTube video about the Titans and Nagy as the thumbnail 2 weeks ago, like 12 days ago. I was talking about Max Crosby to the Titans as soon as they shut him down, and he was mad about it. You know, I ain't gonna cap. I be ahead of a lot of stuff. And people be acting like they was the first ones with it. I be tired of that, bro. Like, man, yeah, like one thing about me is when I said I was gonna make a video about our secondary draft and free agency, the first thing on the video I said is, yo, I read PK's piece, and I agree with what he was saying. That's what I would have been saying, and I went into depth about it. Like, if I get any inspiration from anybody who add into what I'm going to talk about that day, I'm always going to say where I got it from. That's just me. Appreciate that, Marcus. And if y'all do check out them YouTube videos, make sure y'all comment, like. If y'all got a question that y'all want answered, drop it in the comments. I'll make a whole nother video just about your question. Like, that's what we've been calling the mailbag. I got a mailbag question I want to get to, but it's gonna require the right sort of circumstances. Yesterday, Red Furnace, what up? Say graphics real for sure. Big Jeff, what it do? So I heard Tennessee really needs a right guard, bro. Don't get me fired up like they did. I had to shout out to my dog Big Loud because I wanted him to. I had to go comment to him, bro. It wasn't really about you. That was my intention to have a conversation about that, and he just happened to say it, and then it got my focus back where it needed to get, and I just kind of was going in. Big Jeff, what it do? Trevon Diggs, no longer Cowboy. Talk to me. Gotta credit the source, Marcus. A lot of people don't. They feel like it make you less than. Man, if I watch Stephen A. Smith do something, and in Stephen A. Smith's thing, it gave me inspiration for a topic, I would tell y'all that. If I seen Teron Davenport or PK or any Titan creator, RJ, Morocco, anybody, Titans Idiot Nation, Firestone, if any Titan person come up with some shit, I'm gonna be like, yo, people just don't be the same way. New England and Philly, I can see him. I can see Diggs in Philly. For sure. The Diggs brothers having a rough 24 hours. Yeah, they really is. But they some rich, you feel me? Those rich problems. You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing with it. I would love Diggs on my team. Vic can turn him around. Not for $20 million, though. He's like strictly a man corner. I don't think Diggs can play zone. TJ, what's popping? Like, that's the thing, though, is like, yesterday was a great pod. I appreciate y'all being there. That's why I even had to tag Loafin, Impulse, DB, and Zay for the Cashapp donos, man. Like, we was on fire yesterday. Say I'm having a good day. Yeah, I watched the new trailer for Stranger Things today. Got to chill with my girls. My mom stopped by for a few minutes, you know. Now, I'm an old man. It took me 30 minutes because, like, I got home and if y'all ever have this happen, the garage door cable came unhinged on my garage and the garage door would not go up and down smoothly. I had to re-cable the garage door and it's like 35 degrees. I could not feel my hands. I cut my leg. I didn't even know until I got in the shower that I had cut my leg. She was all bad, but we got it done. Unc got it done. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I got that thing fixed. You heard me? Ooh, I'm talking about. It's like something hit my leg when I came down off the ladder. I didn't even know what it was. And then when you know you get in the shower, you feel something sting a little bit. I was like, man, what sting? I looked down, little skin flapping, you know. Talking about that garage door kicked my ass though. Not even gonna hold you. What y'all thought about the Stranger Things new trailer? That was quite the spectacle. And then me just being excited about how the stream went yesterday, how the pod went yesterday. It went perfect. Like, I was fired up. I was excited. I had a topic that I was passionate about. You know, like, when it get like that, it's I like how you stream like this. Yeah, and the thing is if you go on Kick and Twitch, it's normal. If you come on Facebook and YouTube, I got it like this. That's what I was telling y'all the other day when I made the post that I wanted to like put some different stuff out there, like far as how I want the content to come off. You didn't watch the trailer? It's just kind of wild. And so mine broke 2 times. I had the company come out to fix it. Man, you know I'm a country boy. I gotta try to find a way to fix it myself. Boy, I'm gonna tell you, boy, I could not feel my fingers. My toes was hurting. It was so cold. Like it's a trick to it. Like, you gotta let it all the way down manually, and then mine is a 3/8. The video is saying like 7/16, but you take a 3/8 and loosen up the wheel, and then you spin it to where you can put the latch through and thread it where it's on the outside ring to where it go on the inside ring. Take some WD-40 and spray up all the pieces. But it's a 2-man job though, because you need somebody to hit the button. You got to be, and it's nerve-wracking as hell because you got to be standing there to push it back on track. You can't put it inside the track stationary. You got to put it in the track while it's moving because the wheels go out. You know, the little roll wheels go in and out. You got a WD-40 them also. So it was nerve-wracking holding it in place and trying to hammer that thing back inside the track while it was going, you know, because you don't pay attention, or you trying to do it by yourself without somebody else that you can have a trigger word for them to stop it. You could lose a finger or some shit. They say remind me of the TikTok streams. Yeah, I mean, it's just a vertical stream. I have been wanting to play around with it because I can multi-stream, and Facebook and YouTube can look like this, and then Kick and Twitch can look regular. Then when I do my shop talks, I like to do full screen though, just because it's a pod. You feel me? just something different to look at because most people watching got their phone in their hand.
A loss of a yard.
Biggest issue besides obviously Afghanistan is head coach if offense was holding the team back, but the defense is kind of keeping them in games. I just want to see the vision, but defense have been getting up 40 burgers left and right. Again, B average 15 points a game, 125 point differential. Reason to give this man a fourth season, unless they feel like the coaching cycle that they got out there that they don't got the right coaching cycle. But then again, though, to your point, y'all could be in a situation like we was. They fired Rand. Everybody thought Callahan should have got let go with Rand if you're going to get rid of Rand. They brought Callahan back, and then it wound up being a mistake. People was dogging Amy for firing Callahan emotionally, but it wound up being a better call because Mike McCoy didn't coach the team better than Brian Callahan. So y'all might be throwing a year away next year. Only difference between y'all is y'all ain't spent yet. Y'all haven't spent a first round pick on quarterback. When you had the first pick in the second round and a first round quarterback and a third round quarterback potentially looming, like, you got to make a move then because you didn't invest in the player. You can't just sit there and let it continue to get worse. Like, y'all got veteran QBs. So it's not like you throwing somebody's developmental season away, if that makes sense. And then with the Niners, Seahawks, and Rams all being so good, it ain't even really a rush for y'all. Like, y'all should be thinking future like 2 years ahead. Because, I mean, realistically, what could y'all do to beat the Rams, Niners, and Seahawks in one season? Like, it's going to take more than that. Because you got to figure out what you're going to do with Kyler Murray before anything. Donnell, what up? Trying to get that Mike Vick card. It's two of them. It's a Mike Vick running back and quarterback. You know, more goofy EA stuff. I can't stand the goofy EA stuff like that. Uplifting soul site clean. Okay, for sure. What you miss? You ain't missed nothing today. Other than me letting me having to recable my garage though, that shit kicked my ass. I ain't gonna care. Like, that shit beat my ass, boy. Like, boy, I was so cold. Callahan was for sure holding Cam back. Not this one thing I say about Callahan. I think Callahan he don't get a bad rap because you a coach and you getting paid, right? But one thing I will say is Chad Brinker is not off the hook for Callahan because how they allowed Callahan to hide. Like, I like Denard Wilson, right? I ain't got no problem with Denard Wilson being a first-time defensive coordinator because people got to get their shot, and he's done more with less, right? But Colt Anderson, imagine if we had Bones Fossil year one and instead of Colt Anderson, what he's been able to do with the special teams. Secondly, you brought Nick Holtz in to be OC, who they skipped over and gave the play calling to Bo Hardigree. And Bill Callahan was the O-line coach and run game coordinator. Like, you got a bunch of first times. He was allowed to be a first-time play caller, a first-time head coach with a first-time D coordinator, with a first-time special teams coordinator, with a first-time offensive coordinator. Like, you can't have first-time everything. Brian Callahan would have been a better coach if he was just the head coach. He had a former head coach as an OC. And then if he had Bones Fossil year one and then Denard Wilson being the only first-time coach on the roster with him, like, he could have did better. But the fact that his game plan was to have a whole bunch of first-time people with him was his downfall. And the people in the front office in Nashville allowing him to do that. Like, just take football away. You just hired a guy to run your business. And he turned around and hired his daddy and his best friend. Like, that just screams like this not going to work. I think that was the biggest problem. I don't care if you was running construction sites, you was selling insurance. I don't care if you was selling homes, if you doing retail, if you a marketer, whatever it is. If I hire you to run my business, the CEO, and you hire your daddy and your best friend, I already feel like we got issues. Your day manager, your night manager, and your first shift, second shift, and third shift supervisors, all first time being supervisors. Something's wrong. I think that was the problem with Callahan. Shot by greatness. I fell asleep last night. I'm here now. I'm ready for all the Ram slander. I don't think it's any Ram slander to go around, to be honest with you, bro. Cause like the Tutu Atwell play could have been a PI. I mean, an incredible catch from Puka Nakua. Matt Stafford had a rough night, but he was throwing beams down the stretch. Like for all purposes, I really feel like that game should have went to OT, and y'all probably win. But you know, because like I told you in the Discord, Falcons gone Falcons. So what do Nick Holtz do? I'm trying to figure it out. Come to the press conference and tell you how much better everybody got. I mean, think about it. The Titans had a 3-game stretch where Tony Pollard had 100 yards rushing in 3 straight games. The game against the Browns was the Titans' best rushing effort since Derrick Henry left the Titans. So that should tell you that ever since the bye week, since Mike McCoy and the new staff really got a chance to put their spin on the team, because I feel like after the Raiders game, up until the bye week, people was just still trying to figure it out because JC just came back off an injury. And then you lost Ridley, and then Big Jeff was injured. So, like, going into that stretch until everybody regrouped and came out to bye, like, the Titans had offensive line has looked good. People dogged them out about Sunday. I'm like, bro, like, Cam has had multiple games where he wasn't getting touched. You know what I'm saying? So, really, when you think about it, that's kind of where you at with it, with Nick Holtz, because Bo Hardegree called plays. I mean, I was thinking they probably was thinking Nick Holtz was gonna walk out when they fired Brian Callahan. Bill Callahan walked out, and then Nick Holtz is his best friend, and they didn't give him the play calling duties because they removed it from Callahan before they ever even fired him. So it's like, if you Nick Holtz, I bet they was expecting Nick Holtz ass to walk out when Brian Callahan left. He was coaching scared. I think he knew he was out the door. I think what happened is you start the season. He made some mistakes to start the season. And then you start coaching with your back against the wall. To agree with your point, coaching, quote unquote, scared. But who do you have to turn to on that staff to right the ship? Outside of it's just his daddy, right? His daddy probably telling him this is what they doing. This how this go. When he was removed the play calling duties, he was effectively fired at that point. So my whole point is, like, if they was gonna fire him, they should have let him keep calling plays. Changing up the play calling duties and then having him there, like, what could he actually get better at to make it through the rest of the season? It's kind of like a setup for a failure, knowing how things was gonna go. I just hate that they ruined the first half of Cam Ward and the rest of them rookies' season. Just like some of the guys that be popping up to troll. Like, listen, brother, like, Tim DK didn't start getting the ball till like week 7. Imagine if Tim DK would have got the ball weeks 1 through 6 when they was running bubble screens for Lockett, got him out there stalk blocking. We had Tim DK blocking for Tyler Lockett to catch bubble screens. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what the original coaching staff was doing. So once they figured that out, Tyler Lockett walked out the door, and then you start to realize, like, man, we could just get Tim DK the ball. Then what happens? He has a record-breaking year. Gunnar Helm did not get targeted at all the first start of the season. Halfway through the season, after they got rid of the coaching staff, what started happening? Gunnar Helm started getting the ball. And contrary to popular belief, Chig still had led the team in receptions and receiving yards. even with Gunnar Helm get more targets and breaking Chig's rookie records for tight end. It's like, hey, you realize everybody wins. Then they start realizing with this heavily invested offensive line, like, why don't you focus on trying to run the football? Now the Tennessee Titans can run the football again. It's like, man, the Titans look like a team that forgot how to ride a bike the first 6 weeks of the season. Like, bro, you don't forget how to ride a bike. You get right back on, you start pedaling, and the bike goes. It's not that difficult. Because I didn't understand Callahan in the first place not doing what the coaching staff has done down the stretch since the bye week, which is you got a rookie quarterback, you have to run the football, and you have to challenge your offensive line to move the line of scrimmage. Because if you can run the football, Cam Ward is best off of play action, making plays inside and outside the pocket. You don't have good receivers. You need play action if you're trying to get down the field, because the receivers ain't good enough, nor is the offensive line good enough to just drop back 50 times and pass pro. Like that's not realistic. So I just wish that they wouldn't have ruined the first 6-7 weeks for these rookies. Callahan staff sounds like Gannon staff, first time OC, first time DC, with him being the first time head coach. And he was trying to call plays too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got too much first time going on out there. Big Bertha and Olga, then sounds cool. Big Bertha and Olga sounds cool, right? People dislike your squad. I don't think people are Rams haters, honestly, bro. I think, like, I think the Rams are not a heavily criticized team. I think you just kind of seeing it from being a Rams fan. It was all over when they got to play calling the bow. I mean, it was done, but the thing is like, if you're gonna fire him, let him go down swinging with his play calling, because it still took Bo another month to figure out how to call plays. But you know, down the stretch, like, Bo has called better games. Second half Sunday, he didn't call a good game. Who you want us to draft with wide receiver edge as the first pick? My YouTube yesterday is a full, like, hour-long breakdown of what I think they should do in free agency and the draft. Honestly, I think the Titans, looking at it, should have like a top 5 pick, probably pick 4th or something like that. I think they should trade out of it still. Raiders and Jets is taking 2 quarterbacks, Fernando Mendoza and Dante Moore. Outside of that, it's Arvell Reese and Ruben Bain. Jordan Tyson would be the first receiver taken off the board. He got injury history, and I don't think Carnell Tate is worth a 4th pick. I don't think Jordan Tyson is worth the 4th pick. Ruben Bain could be worth the 4th pick, but it's a lot of good edges behind him. And with Arvell Reese, people didn't like Femi because Femi was a project and wasn't going to be ready to go day one. Well, what do you think Arvell Reese is? He's a stand-up linebacker that you're going to try to convert to an NFL edge. He's going to have the same learning curve that Femi. Femi started coming on by the Raiders game, but then he got put on IR. So, like, part of that is going to be a change is you might injure yourself being an athletic guy, twitchy guy, running into NFL right and left tackles at 320 pounds that got grown man strength. Things like that happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's part of the game. Play Madden to pretend you can have a winning season? Nah, that's not what I'm doing. I'm playing Madden Ultimate Team. I don't even play regs. I used sometimes do regs tournaments, but I play Madden because I ain't really fond of a lot of games right now. I'm kind of known for playing Madden. So, you know, it's just one of those teams. But I think your name is AI Rio 3. Like, think about it like this. Like, go onto a mock draft simulator and trade the 4th pick. You're going to at least, you probably drop 5 to 10 spots and pick up a 2nd round draft pick at least, right? Let's say at the very least, you pick up a 2nd round draft pick. All right. Now, in this draft, if you telling me you trade back and your options was to take receiver. Like we are like to take Carnell Tate. He probably gonna drop that. To take Carnell Tate or Jordan Tyson in a top 5 pick. Give me 2 picks. Let me back up and take Denzel Boston and Zachariah Branch. I'm getting more bang for my buck having those two, because Concepcion is nice, Makai Lemon is nice, but I just can't be convinced that they're gonna be doing something different with the ball in their hands than Zachariah Branch. I just can't be convinced. Then if you have Carnell Tate or you have Jordan Tyson, like they got a chance to like do something wild, right? But if you're saying I'm dropping back and I'm taking Denzel Boston, Chris Bell, or Chris Brazel from Tennessee mixed with Zachariah Branch, like I can't be convinced that